All right, hello, and welcome to Science Sunday, where apparently we're going to figure out how many windows and doors and things are in space today. So, hello, Stir Fried Crazy, Apple II Games, Add 'em All Together, Ambius, Paranor, Astrowise, Ironheart, Salty Spittoon, Lagadder, Spiked Parasite, Charles Barkley's Ghost, DPI, Guido, Toast and Bananarino. And I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Veronica, Mike, and Wayne. All right, I think that's everybody. So hello, everybody. All right. So yeah, there are indeed. Hello, Sully Two Cats. So yeah, hello. This is going to be pretty short because I have things to do after this. So when it hits the top of the next hour, I am gone because some days there's a lot of stuff. Also, Apple II Games, I love that emoticon. My one of my former bosses was a big Devo fan, or at least enough of a Devo fan where there were Devo memes in the office. So, gone. Yeah, no, I'm not going anywhere too far. For those that are worried, WTF, WTF is Annie going? Annie's just going to go do mundane things like errands and laundry. But when you live in a one-car household, you gotta share. So, alright. So we're going to talk about how many cars, or not how many cars, because we know how many cars are in space. There's one. We're going to talk about, and we're going to investigate today, how many windows and doors and whatever else other number of items that are in space. And this came about because of, quite frankly, my young niece, who I created a monster. And when I used to see her, I'd ask her, hey, how many potties are in space? And then I'd tell her the answer. And then that turned into her asking me whenever she saw me, Tia, how many potties are in space? I'd give her the answer. And then, as a small child, goes on and is like, how many windows are in space? How many doors are in space? And like, child, I know how many tables are in space. I know how many potties are in space. I don't know about anything else. So, yeah. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do today. So Trillion H2O, hello, says, how many screen doors in space? 0. So, I think first we need to talk about definitions. And how are we going to define a window? Because, windows on the Tesla that's in space, because the fact that there's a car in space is kind of wild. Like, no, she is not old enough to do the research on her own Astrowise. She is preschool age. She's preschool age. She is not old enough to do the research on her own. So a hatch is a hatch, and an airlock is an airlock. But to me, I think anything that can close and latch closed counts as a door. So I think if there's literally something that can close, latch close, that's solid, that you can't see through, counts as a door. So I'm going to actually write that down. So we're going to define doors as, yeah, actually, Astrowise, that's probably a good one. But then you have the cupola. So do we define the cupola as one big window, or do we count each one of those panes as a window? Because that's tricky too. All right, so door is anything you can close and latch and can't pass, that would cover a passageway. Can close and latch across the passageway. Oh, and designed for a human to fit through. That's actually good. and designed for a human to fit through. And then window, would a wormhole count as a door or a window? Wormholes don't exist. Wormholes don't exist. That's a good one though. That's a good one. All right, so yeah, I hear you, Mike Cassidy. Laundry day, up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, so windows are something you can see but not see through. See through but not pass through. And each open, enclosed, transparent piece of outside. I mean, you're allowed to, you know, not close the doors on the wormholes, but, you know, oh, I forgot to start the music. Look at me. And black hole, one-way revolving door. Yeah, actually, Trillion, I might steal that for talking to children. You can go in, but you can never leave. And the fact that it's revolving, oh, I'm writing that down. I'm writing that down, Trillion. Hi, Dave! Lots of lenses in space, but technically not windows. Secret labby dungeon. Where do they hide the secret labby dungeon? Alright, hold on. Alright, black hole. One-way revolving door. I am stealing that. And I need to write down who came up with that. Revolving door. You are two there. What stays in the black hole goes in the black hole. Like Hotel California. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so that was Trillion. Because if I don't write down who came up with it, I will totally forget. And then I'll just be like, oh yeah, somebody in the CosmoQuest community. What happens in the black hole stays in the black hole. Yes, yes. So the secret laboratory dungeon on the ISS. Are you talking about Kibo? Because Kibo's not exactly a secret. It is essentially a lab. They don't go in there. It's not a living space. They go in there to do experiments and such and launch microsats. So, all right. No, because people leave Vegas. Vegas is not a black hole. Hello, Team Ultra Hal. So we're talking about windows and doors today in space. So, anyways, a window. Something you can pass through, you can look through but not pass through. And one side has to be to the outside. One side to the outside. Outside of the craft. We're not going to put a... Are we going to count windows that are on doors? Why are you crying? Please don't cry. Are you crying because you want Cheerios? If I give you Cheerios, will that stop your crying? Okay, so windows on doors count. Yes? Lagadder says, oh, does ISS have like abandoned old sections like the cursed west wing of an old mansion? There's modules that aren't living spaces, like Bigelow's not a living space and Kibo's not a living space. Docking adapters, as DPI says. So, alright, so windows on doors count. . All right, so we're probably going to start with the easiest thing, which what vehicles are in space right now. And the Tesla is in space. Thank you for pointing that out. Apples. And the ISS is in space. You better all have... Oh my goodness, yeah. Is the Apollo 10... Oh shoot, we forgot about the lunar landers. Oh my goodness, we did. Okay. So the vehicles that are in space, I'm going to put ISS. We're going to have to break that down by module. Actually, I think we need a whole different page. So Tesla, I'll just do this on a different page. Tesla, ISS, Snoopy, which is the lunar lander. What other, I don't remember how many other lunar landers there were. Better have an all-in-one sock if you leave the ISS door. Oh, yeah. Oh, they were all destroyed? So they're not in space then, right? What about the bit that they left below? Yes, there were lunar rovers. Not each and every one of them, but there were lunar rovers. Okay, so now I think we're going to just have to look at Apollo 10 lunar landers. So, let me get Wikipedia going because Wikipedia is work safe enough. And get... No, OBS, no! I don't know. I don't know. Okay, hold on. I have to... I need to figure out what I'm capturing here. I think this will work. This is not intended for this, but this will work. I know, Tinker. I know. I know. Hold on. We want a window capture. We want Firefox. There we go. Stick that there-ish. Drop this behind chat. And we need web captioner. So another window capture, web captioner. And we'll drop this. This is not perfect. I'll have to resize web captioner a little. But that should work. Okay. I should not have to touch web captioner anymore. All right. So do electric cars need oxygen? I don't know. I would say things on the moon are in space. So let's do lunar lander spacecraft. This is about the unmanned, further see lunar lander. This, I don't think, is the same. Yeah, list of crewed. Yeah, I don't want to. When is the next rocket launch? Asked Firmus. Yes, that's a question you can ask me. The next rocket launch is, for me, it's Wednesday night. So it'll be hours and hours and hours and hours after Rocket Roundup. Hours and hours and hours. Lunar modules. There we go. That's the next virtual star party. So not all batteries are sealed. I know that. Again, this is not my place, or this is not my thing of thing. So another was used by without landing. So Apollo 10. One lunar boat for Apollo 13. One ascent stage. Apollo 10 Snoopy was discarded in after its descent stage was discarded in lunar orbit. 3 other LMs were burned up in Earth's atmosphere. While Apollo 13's Aquarius re-entered complete following emergency maneuvers. Where's the Roadster Snoopy? Oh, that's cool. Perfect. Perfect. All right, so we don't need to worry about Apollo 13, so we're only concerned about Snoopy. So we really want to flew the Lunar Module. And this is the only one that survived, correct? Oh, don't even get me started, Arenstra. Did you know that's the like state song or the state rock song of Ohio? Without landing. So, let's go to specifications. Here's the crew cabin, so we can easily see 1, 2 windows. So Snoopy has 2 windows. Let's see more details, see if we can find a whole bunch of images. Apollo lunar modules, there we go. I don't know. We're defining a door as something a human would pass through. So their things would not would probably not have things and stuff. All right, so this has a door. Why did I write Apollo? So Snoopy has at least 1 door. So, like, cutaway schematics would be amazing because then we could see everything. Because I'm really not entirely too sure what I'm looking at. some big rubber on the wheels and some solar to recharge the car. So this isn't quite what I was hoping for. I was kind of hoping for some schematics. But it does appear that there are 2 windows and 1 door. So that's what we're gonna go with. Unless anybody can find anything different. I think that's what we're gonna go with for Snoopy. Okay. So Tesla. Which Tesla got sent up into space? Oh yeah, the batteries are probably dead. So, information, Tesla. The Roadster? Oh, okay, so the Roadster. So let me close these other things. Roadster. Automobile. This is not the... Yeah, this is not it. There we go. I'm assuming the 2008 one. So this has... It's a 2-door Roadster. So Tesla has 2 doors. Look, guys, we're up to 3 doors in space. And, service, recalls, controversy. We don't care about the controversy. So each one of these doors is going to have a window. And the, yeah, sorry. My brain is just like, dude. Okay, here we go. Wait. No, this is not Jump to Roadster. Okay. Press kit. Photos. Roadster. So 1, 2, 2 on each side. Back window, the front window? Is that how we're going to... Ah, okay. Thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you. Yeah, this is exactly what we wanted. So it doesn't have a back windshield. It just has the front windshield, and it probably has the 2 windows down inside the door if they were not removed. So but it has a back windshield. Or does it only have that when the top's, you know, when the top's up? Alright, so how do we want to classify this? Because we know for sure that there's 1 window on the Tesla. And that's the windshield or the windscreen, depending on where you are in the world. In the doors, in theory, are the 2 windows cranked down. But I would be willing to bet money that they may have been removed because, wait. Yeah. I don't know. So how do we want to go with what we can see, or do we want to err on the side of caution? So the back windshield is on the top. Okay, that's what I thought. Because if I was just going to be like, well, we can only see the one window. I'm going to count it as 1 unless anybody else has anything else to say. And now I have to wait for that weird delay. Alright, so Tesla 1. Alright, so far, according... Alright, Stir-Fried Crazy says 1. Because that's all we can see. The other windows aren't up. And they may have been removed. I still think that's wild. Like, oh yeah, let's just launch my car into space. Like, okay, dude, okay. Okay. Alright, so... How long till the car is white? That's a very good question, Soapbox Rocket, and I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer. Alright. Bye, Mike. Oh, there's a Hot Wheels miniature roadster on the dash? Oh no, do we count the windows on that too? No. I vote we don't count the windows and doors on that because... Are you sure there's a miniature Starman inside the... And let me guess, inside the Hot Wheels model is a model of the Tesla on its dash with a teeny tiny Starman inside of that model. Yes, no. Okay, so no Inception. Yeah, Hot Wheels cars typically, it depends on the model whether or not the doors can open, but the human can't fit through them. Team Ultra, I really don't know why. Yeah, it is off topic. But there's a car on the dash of the car on the dash. This is a whole new level of Teslas all the way down. Yeah, Ultra, I think at that time point, the Lunar rover, I don't think we would have been able to get a robot to go all that far on the moon. We really weren't. The technology wasn't there, I don't think. So, yeah. Oh, Tesla proposed putting science instruments on it. I mean, yeah, I could see why nobody would want to do that. Okay, so we've done Tesla and we've done Snoopy. So far, we are at three windows and 3 doors in space. So, we have Snoopy, we have the Tesla, and now, let's see, Crew Dragon. Let's do just Crew Dragon. Alright. Yeah, I think the the Heavy crew, the Falcon Heavy demo launch was on SpaceX's. I think it was built to SpaceX. SpaceX being SpaceX. Alright, so Crew Dragon is next. And design. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so here is the front view, the side view, and the top view. Yeah, I could always note things because the ISS is just going to be a lot. So I think this looks like a window, these look like windows, and that looks like a door. See if we can find anything else. That's the inside. We don't want the inside. There you go. That's essentially proof. 2 windows and a door. So has 2. Oh, it has a side hatch and a top hatch. All right, so that's 2 and 2 then, right? What a model of engineering, just epic. Yeah, because I think yeah, okay. And that may have, so I'm going to put an asterisk by this because there may be a window on the top hatch. Okay. So, on to Soyuz. There is a window on the top hatch. Okay, so that makes it 3. Alright, so now on to Soyuz. And thank you, AstroWise, for looking out for my time, because yeah. Soyuz Spacecraft. So design, this is tricky because they've changed. And so we're only going to look at the MS. And there are 3 sections. So we're not going to worry about the service module because there's not going to be any doors or windows. The orbital module. Let me embiggen this. Here's the orbital module right here. This is the re-entry module or the command module. And under this is the service module. Oh, they also call it the descent vehicle. So it's probably hard to see. Let me see. There we go. That might be a bit easier for y'all to read. No! This is a very big image. Okay. So descent vehicle. 1 hatch. So I'm going to put Soyuz descent. So we have, hold on, I have to put this in 2 places. So we have 1 hatch there. 1 porthole, or 2 portholes, so that's 2 windows. Wrench for hatch opening. Okay, so let's look at the diagram. So as expected, there's only 1 hatch. Shoot, what's 5? This is a porthole over here. And this is a porthole over here. So those count as windows. What is number 5? 5 is the emergency parachute compartment. Okay. And now we're going to look at this is the orbital module. And I know for a fact it has 2 hatches on it. So you can see one here, 14 and 15. Oh, it has 3. And then there's the one that connects to the ISS. So I say on the Soyuz Orbital, this is also the module that has the toilet in it, which they kind of show here. It's a little hard to see, but it looks like 2 weird funnel things and a hose. That's all their toilet is. You use the appropriate bits to match your plumbing. For liquid waste. And, yeah, it just kind of holds on to everything. And then it's burned up in the atmosphere. Okay, so they call it the life compartment. So here's docking hatch. That's 1. Porthole, also 1. 1 window. Storage folding table. I always forget about the table. Soyuz Orbital. We'll put 1 here for table. Ventilation holes. I don't know what that means. Toilet device. Entrance hatch. So that's another door. And the hatch to the descent compartment. That's another door. So 3 doors there. No. I don't know. I don't know if I'd count that as a window. I really don't. The window definition is tricky. So it looks like there's a window on hatch 14, and there might be a window on hatch 4. But I don't think there's a window between the 2. So let me see. See, they all have different names, like Orbital Module, this calls it something else, Living Module, Reentry Module, Command Module, Descent Module. That's not a very good picture. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen it like that before. This is the docking adapter at the top. I know I don't have my super cool mouse thing on. And there's one of the portholes on the descent module. Click, 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 click. All right. Because we can't see anymore, I'm just going to mark it with a star. And we're just going to move on. So we've done Snoopy, Tesla, Crew Dragon, Soyuz Descent, Soyuz Orbital. I don't know if Progress has any windows. Progress is the crew, or is the it's the uncrewed version of this. Progress. Shoot, what do craft? Spacecraft? There we go. Progress Spacecraft. And we want the Progress MS. See, this one, it has a fuel compartment. The re-entry module of the Soyuz was replaced by an unpressurized propellant and refueling compartment with ducting along the outside of the spacecraft. It meant if a leak occurred, the poisonous gas would not enter the station's atmosphere. The fuel is carried in 2 tanks. Because, yes, the space station needs fuel. pressurized forward module contains supplies for the crew, such as scientific equipment, clothes, prepackaged and fresh food, and letters from home. So, this whole thing is disposable. And there's no automatic rescue crew system. There's no parachutes. It does not split into separate modules. The whole thing burns up in the atmosphere. So that's why I'm thinking that there's no windows. Come on. Progress MS. And I don't think there's going to be any windows. So I'm going to say that there is one door on the Progress. Because there's no need for any windows. There really isn't. Let's look at the diagram anyway. Yeah. Because the humans are only going into this very front part. And the probe and drogue thing covers where a window would be. So Progress has one door. Alright. Y'all are quiet. So now what's left? There's no other space stations in orbit. There's no other crewed or uncrewed craft in orbit that's supposed to be in orbit. Sorry, my dog is distracting. Puck. 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 Come here. Do you want some bits? Come on. He's like, yes, I will have some bits, Mom. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's get you up here. He's like, yeah, I can't quite do it. Oh, okay. Let's get some doggo relief, because we did a whole lot of research with no doggo relief. I mean, yeah, we have a self-landing rocket, Team Ultra. You want more of these, don't you? Oh, hello, human. I am streaming human. Wait, what? Okay, so this is probably a good point to wrap up. Yeah, I know I said we'd go a whole hour, but I was just informed that somebody's trying to slip out of the house. So thank you for the bits, Astrowise. Some more bits for the dogs. Let's tilt the camera down a little more. But yeah, this is probably a good place to stop because, oh my goodness, the next thing is the ISS, and let me tell you, there's so many modules on the ISS. All right, you gonna finish up your bits? Oh, that's a good boy. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. Yeah, you are the best boy. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna carefully put you down now, okay? Oh. Okay, there you go. All right. Yes, there is. Oh my goodness. Let's not talk about the windows on the ISS, all right? Because I think there's 2 tables in the ISS, but I'm not sure. All right, so look at me moving my camera around and, you know, whatever. Whatever. So, yes, we will continue this next Sunday because this is a good exercise and I can probably glean a few weeks of useless space facts from this. So this has been brought to you by PSI and you. So thank you everybody for all of your bits, your subs, your donations, your contributions, everything. If you can't afford to do any of that, that's okay. It's plague times. Everything is weird. Everything is weird. Follows are free. hanging out with us is free. Joining our Discord is free. But yeah, we just want to, you know, have you hang out with us. The money is nice, but we'd really rather make sure that y'all are safe and hanging out with us. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do that awkwardly running the credits thing, if I can figure it out. And yeah, he's he's about ready to ruin my whole day. You don't even know it, and he's ready to about ruin my whole day. Okay, so where are the credits? No. Are you serious? Okay, everybody, bye.